In the summer of 2020, the Trump administration set its sights on TikTok, a wildly popular social media app that had captured the attention of millions across the United States. The catalyst for this unprecedented action was rooted in national security concerns regarding the app's Chinese ownership by Byte. As scrutiny intensified, the administration took significant steps to address what it perceived as a potential threat, initiating a series of executive orders that aimed to either ban TikTok or force a sale of its operations in the US. The first major move came on August 6, 2020, when President Donald Trump signed Executive Order 13942. This executive order effectively placed TikTok on notice, giving its parent company, Byte, just 45 days to divest its American operations. The administration alleged that TikTok was capable of harvesting sensitive information from its users, including location data and browsing history. The fear was that this data could be leveraged by the Chinese Communist Party to conduct espionage or surveil US residents, a scenario that sparked widespread concern among lawmakers and intelligence agencies alike. The urgency of the mandate echoed through the business world as the administration invoked the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. Declaring a national emergency, it was stated clearly, transactions between US entities and Byte would encounter prohibition after a specified deadline. This unleashed frenetic discussions within the tech and governmental circles, with companies like Microsoft emerging as potential saviors in this acquisition race, yet facing a tangled web of negotiations and national sentiment. As the deadline loomed, it became increasingly evident that a swift resolution was critical. The administration specified that any prospective sale needed to include a significant financial contribution directed towards the US Treasury, an unusual stipulation complicating any potential agreements. Amidst these pressures, discussions stagnated, leading to the issuance of a second executive order on September 18, 2020. This directive emphasized the urgency and seriousness of the situation, reiterating that without the successful sale of TikTok's US operations to an American entity, the app would face a definitive ban. The terms set forth in both executive orders not only framed a narrative of national security, but showcased the geopolitical tension between the US and China, ultimately exemplifying the evolving landscape of technology and privacy in an increasingly interconnected world. Legal challenges. TikTok responded by filing lawsuits against the Trump administration in September 2020, arguing that the executive orders violated its First Amendment rights and lacked sufficient legal basis under US law. The courts became involved as TikTok sought to prevent the enforcement of these orders. On December 7, 2020, a federal judge blocked Trump's attempts to ban TikTok outright, ruling that his emergency powers did not extend to such an arbitrary prohibition. Conclusion. The Trump administration's actions regarding TikTok in 2020 highlighted significant tensions between national security concerns and digital privacy issues. The executive orders aimed at banning and forcing the sale of TikTok's US operations underscored broader geopolitical conflicts with China and set a precedent for how foreign-owned technology companies could be regulated in the United States. The legal battles that ensued reflected ongoing debates about executive power and individual rights in the digital age.